Good morning to you from the big tent. We had a good night. Slept warm. Got chilly outside, but what didn't rain, so we could leave the flaps open and ventilate the tent. So that was much appreciated. Considering the night before, the tent was filled with condensation. But we had slept in a meadow, so we kind of asked for that. Right, so I'm sucking back a coffee as I talk to you, but today we are looking at another 12-kilometer day. We're going to try to make it to Blue Ledge Camp. The level of difficulty is difficult, we're told, or the book says. Yesterday we did moderate to difficult, so we'll see how long it takes us to get there today. And the trail isn't like super steep or anything. I mean, it gets steep in places, but it's not like climbing Mont Tremblant. But the time that you need to navigate the obstacles is significant. Anyway, so we're hoping to do that today. And today's Miracle Miles are going to be for Lisa, who is one of the child life specialists at CHEO. She helps kids on the 5th floor get ready for their treatments. And she does all kinds of crafts and activities so that kids, have some fun while they're at the hospital too. So Lisa, today's for you, and thank you for what you do. And you got a hard day. And just as an aside, whatever that nervous tummy is continuing. So I'm not worried about it, but eating is not a pleasure at the moment. It's a fill your face for fuel, and that's hard to do. That is really hard to do. So anyway, we'll check in with you later. We'll show you some sights along the way, and yeah, talk to you soon. So just to give you an idea, when the trail is moderate to difficult, there's blowdowns everywhere. And God love the trail, folks. They've really cleared it so that we don't have too tough a time. Sidekick already had an adventure this morning crossing a brook. Had to go over a log. Some well-placed footing was necessary, and he just took a slip off a wet log. So we have one very wet foot behind me, and on we go. I'll give you a little bit of the trail. Plus it's hard to enjoy the scenery because you really got to watch where you're walking. But it's beautiful. We've gone from Jack Pine Forest, aspen, and then into this sort of, for me, shoulder high plant life. So my shirt gets pretty wet in the morning, but beautiful. Day 3, break time. This is what a break looks like. Putting more water in the water that we carry in the front of our backpacks. Surrounded by ferns. So quiet. Beautiful view. And on that stump right there is the 125 marker. So if you were coming the other way, it would be 125. But we have now done 25. And on we go. Well, gang, we have made it to Popple Depot. This is Popple Depot campsite. We're just stopping for a quick break. We've been going for 2 hours. We have covered 5.6 kilometers, which isn't bad, but that was a slog through a lot of... I'll tell you something. Sidekick agrees with me. It is not any kind of wildlife that is going to take me out. It is a route. Mm-hmm. I am going to go flying somewhere. First sounds of civilization in 2 days.
Yep.
right?
For sure. Going on 3 days.
Yeah. So we're going to go past Popple Depot, fill up our water again, and keep on trucking. We'll check in with you a bit later. And we just came out of the woods on this lovely day to an old forest. Oh, well, this is a road. This is a trailhead road. And we're headed on the old road over this way for, I think, the next 5 kilometers or so. But we're headed into what they mark as one of the most difficult sections. So wish us luck. Onward. About 3 kilometers down the forest road, maybe 2. It's a hot day. Boy, Lisa at CHEO, you picked a rough day. Woo! Oh, here we go. Beautiful. We'll give you a view of the river. Hold on. Look at that rushing water. Although all of a sudden, it's changed direction. Oh, Sidekick's fixing something. There's a sort of, not a campsite. Beautiful. So down there is what's called Governor's Pool. We finished the forest road. We went through a piece of private property, and now it looks like it's going to be like this for a while, which looks lovely, but you got to watch every step you take. Lisa, you picked a heck of a day. This one's for you. So this is what they mean by a difficult section. We are going all the way down there. And that is, what do you figure, good, how many feet down is that? It's hard to show you on camera. About 150 feet. Oh, I might go down on my patoot. Okay, enough break. Whoo! This is a rough one. And here we are at Blue Ledge Lake Road campsite. As you can see, our laundry got hung up first thing because it all got wet. We washed it yesterday. It's been riding on the back of our packs all day, and it's still wet. It was very humid today, so I'm at a loss for how quick that's going to dry. However, we came from there. This is what's going to be interesting about this campsite. So you can see Sidekick and the fire pit and a whole bunch of down trees. No, I know, no fire. And the trail keeps going that way. And we are supposed to put our tent, I think, right there. That is not a very big space. So it's going to be interesting to see where the doors land, who's getting out where. Somebody might end up in the river. But basically, the tent is going on the trail. Our other option is just over, maybe about 50, not even, 30 feet away. There's an access road, Blue Ledge Lake Road, I guess. That's where the water access is, but it's a very rocky road, so I don't know if the tent would do well there either. So we're gonna try, and I'll let you know what happens. But look at this. Look at this view for the night. Look at this. I'm gonna try and not fall in the river. Look at that. Stunning. We're headed into the wetlands tomorrow. And in case I forget when I sign off, Lisa, thank you for everything you do for the kids on the 5th floor, the crafts, the activities, making them feel like kids. You're really appreciated. And again, everyone, go to the description box below, click to donate. CHEO never has enough to make our kids feel like kids and not have to go through what they have to go through. So I might check in later, depends. If something interesting happens, I will ring you in. But otherwise, just over 10 kilometers today. It was a slog today. Moderate to difficult on the trail. We each ended up with one wet foot. I have some hot spots, so there's some band-aids and leuko tape going on. And Sidekick was happy he got to eat my wrap for lunch because my appetite is nowhere to be found at the moment. Electrolyted, hydrated. Sidekick getting eaten by the mosquitoes. They love him. Anyway, that's it for now. Bye. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what a tent looks like in the middle of a trail.